what language do you speak? Any pictures of you?
Wait.
What the
Bro, if you can give a shorty a $40,000 car for some cheeks, like, you need more fulfillment in your life, bro. It's really sad. You might lose the bet, bro.
I ain't gonna lose that bet.
Shake on it then.
We back with a vengeance.
3 shots, back to back.
With a vengeance. A kill, bro. Man, you roadkill. You're not a kill.
I'm gonna say 49ers and
49. Cut this podcast off right now.
Yeah, let's go. Ay, looking back, I was just feeling ambivalent.
It's the Off Brown Podcast. I'm your host, Brown Boy Beezy. Alongside me, we got your co-host, Sambrum. How you doing, my boy?
I'm doing good, bro. Good to see you again. Episode 3, baby. Let's get it.
Hey, third time a charm, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. These last few episodes, I feel like we really picking up on something. We started off talking about our journey, and last episode we started putting some weird ass brown dudes on blast. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, yo. A lot of the girls, they liking it. They liking us putting these weird ass brown dudes in their place, and you best believe we're gonna do it more today, man. We got so much more. We got so much more.
We're gonna do it again.
For real. Oh yeah.
Let's get into it though. What's
yes,
up?
Sir. Hey, man. It's been a minute since I seen you, and it's all cool, you know. Like, we live in our lives. Like, we all got our own things going on.
Get into it, bro.
I've been making some music. You've been making music too?
Yeah, always making some music. We working on the podcast. We're working on music. Those are two biggest things right now.
For sure. Yeah. Me too. You got any new songs you working on or anything like that?
Yeah, I got a couple songs that I've been working on. I got a project I've been working on, but the most recent thing that's about to come out soon, I got a single coming out.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, sir. Hey, it's called Staph Infection.
Staph Infection, okay.
Yes, sir.
So it's giving some school vibes.
Yeah, me and Rohit on that joint. So it's me featuring him.
It's not a UGP.
Hook. Nah, it's my single. He's on the hook, and I got the verse on it. It was kind of like a song that we had in the archives for a while, but it just felt like it was like the right time to kind of just start putting some shit out. And this was like the one that like stuck with me, where I was like, melody's on point, hook is on point. It's just like, it's just very vibey, very like we talking our shit, but we vibing, bro. It's like it's a good song. Y'all about to hear it real soon, coming out real soon.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I don't want to say too much about it. I want to just let the music speak for itself. But yeah, that's what I got coming up soon. That's dope. And I know you've been working on some music too. What you got? You got some shit coming soon?
Yeah, man. So I got. But before we talk about my song, I want to ask you a question about that.
What's up?
Because you said
about my song?
Yeah. You said something really interesting that stuck out to me. You said that y'all have had that song for a while, right?
Yeah.
And so when you say y'all had that song, that was like a song y'all had originally as like a duo song, right? Like under UGP. Yeah. That was like supposed to be a UGP song.
It's just because when we go in the studio, we're just playing beats. Yeah. He made the beat too, so it's like beats that he's made, and I'm usually there just like vibing and coming up with hooks or melodies and shit.
Yeah.
And he was like, I have an idea that I had while I was making this beat. So he laid down some shit, and I was like, bro, I kind of had like a similar idea when you were playing the beat. So let me just go in and write a verse, and go in on the verse, and then with like 45 minutes later, we came up with a whole fucking song.
So y'all never ended up putting it out as a duo, but that song, like it's interesting to me because I made songs with other people and they didn't want to release it as like a joint thing. So I kind of have that situation with like a song that I did with somebody else, but I'm asking this because like with that, right? You made this song with somebody, stuck with you, but you want to release it as your own song, which like it's cool because y'all never dropped it as a duo, but because y'all never dropped it, there's still room to put it out there as like your own song, and it's cool that you can like use it and you know what I mean, make it your own 100%. Thing.
So with the duo shit, we have so much shit that we've created as a duo, and we have like a kind of like a timeline and like a theme for like when it's UGP kind of shit we want to do. But then there's other songs that are like, all right, I like this song more than you do. You like this song more than I do. Like there's songs that he's about to put out that are his song with me featured on it. We're about to do like that too, where it's like individually we have our own shit too. Yeah. But it just happened to be both of us on the same song. So it's like, it's going to be on my, like you look up me, that song will be me featuring him. But at the same time, we were doing it the same vibe. We're in the studio kind of going with the vibe, drinking, getting right, hearing a beat, and you kind of just go from there, right?
So, that's what's up. That's what's up.
So this is a song we probably had for like a year maybe right now. We probably did this last summer.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of been sitting there, and then I came across it like kind of recently.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I forgot about this fucking song. This shit's a banger.
Yeah,
completely
it'd be
forgot.
like that.
It'd be like that, right? So just hearing it again, it was like, all right, I want to put this shit out now. So
yeah,
that's kind of
no, that's cool. That's cool. I really like that. I've made a few songs with like some people, and before I even get into that, like, as you know, like when you make like, let's say if you collab with another artist, you make like 3 to 5 songs with another artist, you and the other artist are subjectively gonna have different songs that y'all fuck with off that catalog of 3 to 5 songs.
Sure.
And this is one of those situations where you fuck with this song maybe more than the other artist did, and maybe didn't make it out as a group, you know, idea, but it's still fire enough to put out as your own song, and it still works, right? Like you're putting out as your own shit, and that's cool, because I've kind of had that situation with a few songs that haven't been put out yet, but I'm glad it's not just sitting there, you know, like collecting dust.
My whole idea with this whole thing is you have the music already there, and most of the shit is gonna be fire anyways. Just to me, to him, to whoever we're making it with, right? Because we made it. We're not just gonna make some shit unless it's a throwaway. We have some throwaways too, obviously, but like in the whole catalog, there's gonna be songs that never made it out really to be released, but you listen to it and you're like, why the fuck do we not release this shit, right? So that's the kind of vibe that I'm on now, where I'm going through the archive and I'm like, damn, we got like a whole bunch of shit where it's like, I'm taking this song, like there's even songs where it's like, I just recorded on it and it's an idea, and I'm like, yo, I forgot about this shit. I'm gonna just take it and finish it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just like a continuous work in progress, but this was like one of those songs where it was just sitting there and I was like, we're not doing nothing with this, and I completely forgot about this. I'm gonna just take it right now, and got it in the mixing process right now. About to drop soon, so be on the lookout for Staph Infection coming real soon.
All right,
Sambrum featuring Rohit.
Yeah,
and yeah, that's where we at right now, and then we're gonna keep it moving from there.
Yes, sir.
Continuously dropping shit. So I know you got some shit coming out too.
Yeah.
So what's your song? What's your new single?
So this song I'm about to drop, it's definitely a switch up from what people are used to hearing. It's called Drop Shot. You know what a drop shot is?
No, what the fuck is a drop shot?
So it's a tennis term, at least in
yeah.
Like with the title, it's a tennis reference, but it has nothing to do with tennis. A drop shot it's like when you hit the ball, but you put some spin on it. Like, you know, it's like a little curve ball in tennis. And like when the ball bounces, like you don't like bounce on the usual trajectory. You just kind of like, it like bounces a lot lower. It throws you off. It's drop shots are like tricky, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's called Drop Shot. Song's not about tennis, but it's got a little tropical vibe to it. I'll say that much. It's, you know.
So with Drop Shot, obviously it's a metaphor for something. What you talk about? What you talk about Drop Shots? Like, what is your view on to create that name?
So I'll give the people this.
Yeah, talk to them. Talk to me too.
So in the chorus, in the hook, I would say like the main lyric in the hook, it's hit it like a drop shot, right? So like you can take that like how you want to take it, but it's hit it like a drop shot.
What you in?
Hey,
we know what he hit.
She might know. Nah.
He puts a spin on that shit, flipping this shit over this way, that way, all kinds of shit. Hey, wild boy.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. That song gives some sexual vibes, or more so, like romantic vibes, I guess. But like it's not like it's upbeat. It's like I said, it's a little tropical. It's a little like, you know, like Caribbean dancehall Afro-ish, the beat at least. And So I got that coming. Shout out my young buck producer Raza.
Shout out Raza, bro.
Me and him been locking in a lot, and we already made another song that's coming after that. We just been making a lot of songs, but we gonna focus on Drop Shot, you know. So
it's the next one.
Yeah, Drop Shot's gonna be the next one, and I got you and I, we both got so much music in the vault.
We got hella shit,
but yeah, for me, I'm just trying to slowly, but correctly, you know, release the right songs.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever you feel is the right timeline.
Yeah.
You get your timeline. Figure out what you want to put out in your timeline, and just drop it, because it's probably all fire. Drop that shot.
Well, what's crazy is, you know, I actually had a lineup of songs. So I don't know if you go through this, but I had like, you know, my ideas are always changing. It's like, I want to drop this song, and it's like, oh no, I want to drop that song. So I had a song that I actually planned to drop originally instead of Drop Shot, but then I made Drop Shot literally like not even a month ago. But when I made it, I was like, oh shit, like, nah, I want to put this out ASAP. So I just changed the whole release strategy. You know, I just changed up the lineup. I mean, it's the same, but I just put Drop Shot in front of it. But it's crazy how like a new song can just kind of change up like the plans. So it's one of those situations, you know, like I just made this new song. I'm really fucking with it. I feel like it makes sense to drop it right now. So we're going to drop that. We're going to drop Shot, and then we're going to move forward with it.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of what I got going on, man.
That's what's up.
I feel like, you know, you and I, we're like veterans in this game.
We've been doing it for a minute.
And I don't just mean it like being artists in the DMV, but like, you know,
Just
more
artists
so
in
like
general,
South Asian artists too. Like if you're gonna really get down to the details, like I don't really know too many South Asian artists
I don't know
that are really,
either.
you know, doing it out here.
Yeah, we've been doing it for years now too.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's a continuous grind. It's just like for the love of the game. I do this because I love to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
of course.
I started that way, and I'm gonna just continue doing it, like till the day that I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Exactly.
keep doing. I have so much shit that I can continuously drop music for so many years with the current shit that I have. But it's continuously making more and more. Like even on that shit, we make the music together, right? We have a song that we try and drop like pretty soon in the next couple months too.
Yeah.
Fucking Glorious is some shit that we working on, but we got a whole project. You know what I'm saying? And this is some new shit.
Oh yeah.
On top of all the shit we already have sitting. So it's for me, it's really, and I think for you too, is just find the right rollout, what you want to put out when, like just find a schedule, and then kind of just stick to the schedule, like be consistent with it.
Yeah.
That's a big thing for artists, is like really be consistent with what you do. Like making the music is part of it. Now getting it to a certain point where you're ready to drop it and dropping it, that's a whole different story, because anybody can make it, but like, and make it meaning like make the music, but a lot of people don't want to like drop it. They're like, oh, it's not where I want it to be.
Yeah.
They're trying to be a perfectionist.
They want to make it perfect, exactly.
But my thing about the whole perfectionist shit is like, perfectionism isn't a real thing in my mind.
It's
like,
never perfect.
You're chasing perfection. It's like you're chasing a ghost. Like nothing ever in the history of life is like perfect, right? So it's like, put it out there, and the people will tell you, is it perfect for them? If it's not perfect for you, somebody else will fuck with it. Same way how we're talking about like, we make a song and I might fuck with it more than you did, but we made the song together, right?
Right.
So everybody has a different ear, everybody's a different vibe that they fuck with, so you never know what's gonna stick.
Yeah, I mean, you and I have made like 3, 4, 5 songs, and we probably have different favorites. I mean, we probably have mutual ones too that we're like, oh no, that's fire. We gotta use that one.
We got some bangers coming. We got some
heat. Nah, that's not even a cap, but
100%. Yeah, like the side ones, not the main bangers, but like the
fillers.
Ones, the fillers. Where it's like, nah, I fuck with this joint, and you're like, oh, you fuck with that one, I fuck with this one. It'd be like that. So it's just figuring out the right schedule to kind of like put it out and like let the people hear it, because let the market decide. That's really the way to do it.
Hey man, I'm hype, honestly, bro. Cheers to that, man. Cheers to new music, good music, real music, music from the heart, authentic music.
New music coming real soon. You already know.
Before we go on to the next topic, one thing I want to talk about really quickly is rollouts, bro. Because rollouts are tough. Like we just mentioned, I just mentioned that I had planned a song or few that I want to put out like this month, next month, whatever, but then I make a new song. Like how tough do you think it is to like really come up with a concrete rollout? Like what do you do if you have a rollout strategy, but then you just make this banger, like, you know, like all the time, a week before you kind of implement that strategy?
It's happened like multiple times where it's like you have an idea, but then you continuously making new music, right? So I think it's really kind of like a recency bias as well, because you just made this song and you're like, this is the fucking like best song I ever made. But when you think about it, it's like maybe another song was like a better song, but you've heard it so many times that it's like, to you've heard it too many times where it's not that it's old, but it's like, I know this song now. But this new song is like fresh and you just made it. So it's kind of like a recency bias where like, I just made this banger, but hey, I just put it all out. I said, it's like, as long as there's a schedule to put it all out, then put whatever order you want to do it. Don't really matter, because you're going to put this one out, whatever song you had in your plan, it's going to come out at some point, right?
Nah, for sure. Yeah. And I agree with that. Like, I'm going through that right now with like Drop Shot, right? I just made that, and
you just made it though? That was like the most recent song?
No, so I made another one after that. Okay. That one's probably going to come out a little bit after that.
But this is like recently.
It was the second last song I made. The second last song I like made, and I'm just like, nah, bro. Like, we just got to put this out.
Sometimes it just like hits you where it's like, this is the fucking shit. Yeah. Like, might as well put it out. Yeah. 100%.
Now, I've been feeling good lately. I've been, obviously, like, we have these like moments of up and down, like writing wise, like, what makes like, there'll be periods where it's like, oh, I'm making straight fire, and there'll be periods where it's like, oh, like it's cool, but like I don't know if I'm really feeling this all the way. But lately it's been feeling good for me. So
hell yeah.
I'm just riding the wave, and I'm trying to not think about it too much. I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to a rollout, is like thinking about it too much. I'm really trying to train myself to say fuck it. After drop shot, it's fuck it.
You gotta say fuck it. Really, like, the fuck it is the best way to do it, because it's if you think about it too much, we're back to the point. You're chasing perfectionism.
Yeah.
To a point. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, there's no perfect schedule either. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
no, for sure.
Fuck it. Whatever's on the schedule. It's you're like a team that whatever team is on the schedule, you can't choose. Just go run with the punches, for real.
Yeah.
And you're gonna drop some shit. See what happens. Drop another one. See what happens. Because it's all gonna happen.
Yeah.
don't matter the order for real.
Not for sure.
But if you got an order, I mean, do your thing. Do your thing. Whatever works. It works differently for different artists.
There's no correct answer. You know what I mean?
No right
it's
answer.
just like you just gotta go with it. You just gotta drop music. Honestly, that's the biggest thing. Like, are you dropping music? Like, it's better off to drop like 3 singles in the span of like 2 to 3 months, as opposed to like only dropping 2 in the span of 5 months and being so like, you know, critical about like what you're putting out or whatever. Right. Like, you know, 2 perfect songs in the span of 5 months versus like 4 imperfect songs in the span of 5 months. The imperfection is gonna beat the chase of perfection. So
100%.
I think that's the most
definitely
important
quality and quantity is what you want to do.
Yeah.
But if you're chasing too much quality, then the quantity will like diminish. So it's like
quantity first.
If you have a song, like I actually haven't dropped some individual shit in some time.
Yeah.
But I have a plan, like a rollout plan where it's getting pushed back for different reasons.
Yeah.
But it's still like a plan, but it obviously changes the same way where it's like you make a new song, you're like, that shit gotta be on the top of this list now. Where it's like, it's all gonna come out.
Yeah.
That's as long as that's what happens. If
you sound like me.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
I be saying the same shit, but I feel you
shit
though.
Happens, bro. You know what I'm saying?
As a creator, we feel this way because we know like our potential, we know our reach, but you know, the outsiders, you know, they'll be like, why are you taking so long to drop? Like, why haven't you dropped the song? But they don't understand, like, until they're in our position, they don't, you know, really understand. But it's cool because like you said, it's gonna come out. Yeah. Like it's all gonna be good.
Hell yeah.
And it's gonna be worth the wait, I think.
Oh, 100%. Because we both got new music coming out. We got group music coming, like together music coming out in 2023 as well too. So there's a lot to look forward to. A lot of shit we've been working on, and we're just gonna keep working, bro.
Yeah, I think that's the best
love
part
of the game, bro. I love this shit, bro.
Like, you're gonna be putting
therapy,
out,
bro. You know what I'm saying?
100% this is therapy. You're gonna be putting out your music. I'm gonna be putting out my music. We're gonna be putting out our own music. We're gonna be putting out music that we're doing with other people. You know what I mean? Like, it's
of course.
I think it's a really good time, like for us as artists, and I think the game just needs it in general. Honestly, I feel like there's a lack of like artists being consistent, and I feel like you and I have what it takes to be consistent and to keep it pushing.
100%.
I think a lot of these artists, they'll drop a few singles, maybe they'll be a little like down about like the results, but I think that's the biggest thing, is not being down about it. Just like just staying up. I think
for any artist out there, for real, it's like just stick with it, because like you're not gonna blow up off of 1 song, 2 songs. Like there's motherfuckers doing this for like 20 years, and it take the 20th year and you pop off. Who knows?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like, I mean, I've been making music for a minute now. I've dropped like hella songs, and some have done like really good, some are not as well. But like, I mean, it's not up to me to decide. I know what I like. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'll put out music that I like. You know what I'm saying? That I make. Yeah. Like, I make the music I listen to as well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That like, you'll listen to your whole catalog and be like, I fucking love this shit. But like, not everyone's gonna feel that way. But you let the market decide. I think that's the best way to do it. Just put it out there and fuck it.
And that's what's crazy too. Like, well, what you just said, like a lot of people will fuck with a song of yours that's the one that you like don't really fuck with at all, or a song that you wouldn't have expected the masses to fuck with. Like,
a lot of artists have said that too, where it's like the song that they pop off on was not the song they expected.
No,
not at all. It's like, what the fuck, y'all fuck with this shit? I mean, it's cool. Yeah. But I thought this shit, they were like, nah, that one's cool. This is the song. And you're like, this was the throwaway, but hey, shit, I'll perform it 10 times at the show.
Yeah, I mean, like at that point you have to perform that every time. Yeah. And that's the thing about music, you know, it's subjective. And I mean, bro, like I said, you just gotta keep putting it out there till, you know, one of them goes. And a lot of artists, I feel like they make this mistake of like, they'll think, oh, they have 3 songs, like they'll have a release strategy for 3 songs. And then after the 3rd song, like they get disappointed, but it's like, nah, you have to have, like, I feel like a good rollout is like having at least 10 to like 20, bro. If you have like 10 to 20 songs, like throughout a year, like you're putting these out, I don't see why you're not going to get like results. Like, you're going to get results. Maybe you won't pop off, but you're going to get organic listeners if you're dropping 10 to 12 songs a year.
Like, talent and like having a sound for the music is important. Yeah. Like, you need to make good music in the first place. Like, you can't just put out like 20 songs which is like bullshit and hoping something sticks. So you need to have like the talent to be able to do it, which obviously we both have the ability to do that. But it's like a consistency thing. I think it's with everything creative. Yeah. Even with like content creators and shit, like anybody who's just starting as a content creator or like been doing the shit for a minute, whatever, you doing skits, you doing YouTube, we're doing a podcast, whatever you're doing. Like, I think it's, for me, it's the fun of it is like the process. For us, like the building stage, it's like the fun of it, because you're trying to reach the goal. It's just like a snowball as it goes. Like, maybe the 3rd piece of content, maybe you'll pop off, but maybe your 100th one will pop off. Who the fuck knows? We have no idea. You might think everything's fire, but you got to let the market decide. Like Instagram or TikTok, their algorithm will decide.
I was about to say the algorithm is funny. Like we be posting these clips on our like podcast page, and
Some
the
shit pops off.
randomest ones will pop
Pop
off. I'll just be posting like one that's like, it's cool, but like it'll be like getting its own organic traction. Like we're not putting no promotion behind it, and it's just like, the algorithm just like feeds it to the people, and it's like, all right, cool, like. That's just how the game works these days. And
the good shit too that you thought was gonna be like the fires clip will fucking flop, and you'll be like, it's some bullshit. How the fuck this junk go off? But like the one that we were planning to do didn't even go off. So it'd be like that sometimes. That's just how the algorithm works. That's how
it's gonna work for the song too. Like it's gonna be the song that you probably don't expect. Who knows? Like
it works for everything. Everything creative is gonna work that way. You let the market decide.
Literally, the algorithm gonna choose if you make it or break it.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. And the only way to hit the algorithm to like give yourself a better chance to do it is to put out quantity, but quantity.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying?
I think that's the hardest challenge for any creator in the space is putting out quantity with quality at the same time at a good rate. I think that's like the toughest thing.
It definitely is, but at the same time, I don't think you should chase the perfectionism again, where it's like, if you feel like you did, if you feel like you have like a product that people will fuck with, whatever, you're doing skits, you're making music, you're doing whatever. Like I got big on TikTok, and it hit randomly. Something hit after like 30, 40 videos. Like I was just doing it out of boredom. Like I'll tell you my experience specifically. Like it out of like boredom during COVID, and it's like I seen somebody doing some shit, and I was like, bro, I could do this, and I'm more like animated, more like I could do this better than him.
No, for sure.
And his shit was popping off like the dude I got influence from. But it didn't take like the first video, second video.
It takes a lot.
It takes some time, but then once some shit starts hitting, then it's like a snowball. But then eventually, it's not everything will stick. But but it's the algorithm. You're putting so much shit out there of the same like quality. It's the quantity of the quality. Mm-hmm. So you put out so much that like all of it will eventually like hit something. You know what I'm saying?
No, you
so even as a musician, like if you got good songs, you guys got keep pumping out these good songs. Like drop like 10 songs in a year, 12 songs in a year, once a month. And that's a lot.
Yeah. There's no reason why you can't like succeed or at least like get results. If you're dropping 10 to 20 songs a year, there's really no reason why. Like if you're doing that, like the algorithm is very rewarding as long as you're like staying, if you're just putting it out there, bro. I think that's what it is. It's a volume game these days. Volume with quality. The more quality you're adding with that volume, the higher the reach is going to be.
100%.
But
once somebody pops off, they're like, oh shit, we made it. Once you get one, they're like, oh, we made it. We moving to LA. You know what I'm saying? We going to Hollywood now and shit.
Yeah. Speaking of going to LA or Hollywood, that's what I was just about to bring up. So the people may not know this. I just met this dude like maybe a year ago, not even, and we were in LA around the same time, but we didn't even know each other, bro.
Idea.
I didn't even
know. I lived in LA
you.
for 2 years, 2018, 2019, and you were there
for like a year and a half, almost 2 years.
2020.
Yeah,
like we had like a year
we
overlap at least.
For sure,
yeah, for sure.
So I think we should talk about like our LA experiences. I'm sure they're like I didn't even know like
exactly.
about
it's crazy.
you.
It's crazy
we're from the same area and shit. Like we both
didn't even know. Like we're finding out later. It's crazy.
Yeah, but shit, do you want to go first?
Yeah, so like with LA was like a crazy idea. It was like
what brought you out there?
Yeah,
Why'd you
graduated. I just had graduated college. I had like a job that I was working at for like a few months, which was cool. But it was like this ain't really the vibe. It's like a first job out of college. I'm making some money. I'm stacking up some bread. But it's like I'm trying to like go somewhere else, and like I'm working on some music shit, and like I'm trying to like see what else there is to offer, and I want to be somewhere where there's a lot of entertainment going on because I'm trying to get. I'm a musician. I was like I'm making some music. I'm doing like other shit on the side. Like we like entertainment related shit. You know what I'm saying? We was making skits, and she was doing all kinds of shit. It was just like because it was like me as like a entertainer, because that's what I like to do. I'm just that animated motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So it was like me and my homie just decided like, all right, let's go to LA. We could drive there. That was a decision because we wanted our cars out there. So we drove all the way from
the DMV
to fucking LA, bro. That shit took 40 hours.
Take like
first
3
of all.
days, probably. Like
3 days. I mean, 3 days if you drove like straight. It was a 40-hour drive, but we got there probably like 4 or 5 days, like driving like a full work day every day. You know what I'm saying? Shit was crazy, but just packed some bags, threw it in the car, drove to LA. got the spot ahead of time, obviously. But like we pulled up at Inglewood was the first spot that we had.
Yeah.
Right next to SoFi.
Shout out Inglewood.
Shout out Inglewood, bro. Right next to SoFi. You know where the Rams and Chargers play.
Yeah.
That shit was under construction when we first got there.
Yeah.
So that shit wasn't even like done yet. We could see it from right from our front door. That shit like construction. We wake up because that shit was loud as shit. Right. But yeah, we were just out there and just like vibing. It was just like what they say about California, women, weed, and weather, right? So it was just like just having a good time, you know what I'm saying? Like had some bread stacked up, got like some side hustles we was working on, but like really just like making music like every day. Like we had an in-home studio. I had an in-home studio. My boy was like entertainment, but not really like on the music side. I kind of got him into it. He was fucking around the studio with me sometimes. But yeah, I would be in like the home studio, or I'll meet with some people, and we'd hit like other studios. I met some like publicists and some like people in PR out there who put me in connection with like other producers. Like I met with this one producer that I was fucking with, who's I'm not gonna say any names or anything, but like he was like a real like LA like South Central dude who in the past had worked with like YG, Tyga, like TDE, like OG, like Cali people. And I was like in the studio. He made like a whole beat pack where I brought the tabla and started like playing some shit, and he made like a whole pack, threw me some bread to do it too, for to get the rights. So it's like shit like that where it's like just meeting motherfuckers who like also in the same space.
Yeah, for sure.
Like just kind of like grinding. It's a grind when you're out there without like I didn't go there with like a job set up or anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there like now I got some bread to like survive, but now I'm time to grind. You know what I'm saying? I got to figure out the rest of the way. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for
so
sure.
I had to pick up like side hustles and shit. Like I was doing bunch of other shit, not related and entertainment wise to like hold it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that was the real thing. I was trying to like meet some people and like make some music, do some entertainment shit, met a lot of actors and shit. Like I was told to get into acting and I was like not really with it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You try to make music, you know?
Try to make music, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a vibe, bro. I fucked with the experience. Cali's not really like a place I could see myself like living long term after being there. Yeah. It's just so far from home at the same time,
it's
you know
tough.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I will get like homesick at times for sure. But it was cool. I fucking loved it. My Rohit pulled out there. He lived with me for like a year in LA too. So like, had some peoples with me. It was a good time. But LA is very cutthroat, dog, when it comes to like the entertainment shit. Like it's like you meet a lot of people who are cool and were supportive, but like they're supportive if it doesn't take away from them.
As long as you're not above them.
Exactly.
As long as like they're ahead of you, then they gonna fuck with you.
That's what I noticed, yeah, because there was like a lot of people who were like doing good, like definitely ahead of me. Like I met a lot of motherfuckers. I was at a lot of like events and parties. Like one of this publicists that I met like got us into like Trey Songz's birthday. I went to a 2 Chainz album release party. I seen all these motherfuckers type shit. But we're getting in because we cool with the people. But when you say you do what you do, they just like, oh, word, okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, all right, that's cool. That's what up. But that's what it's like, a crabs in a barrel type situation. Yeah. But that's for all of LA, even for like acting, Hollywood. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like everybody trying to make it. Yeah. Everybody come from all over the country. That's what I realized. I was like, damn, we ain't the only person to think to do this.
Nah,
so many
real.
motherfuckers doing this shit. So
you feel like a regular person. When you're an artist in LA, you just feel like a regular civilian.
Yeah.
You
that's like everybody. Everybody do something entertainment wise, I feel like. But that's the place to do it, I guess. There or like New York, I guess. Or the two like main hubs of entertainment or fashion, whatever, like music. Yeah. But it was cool, bro. It was a good experience. I would love to go back to like whenever I can. Yeah. Like just to visit, but like LA ain't really like long term like a place that I could be at, because I feel like at the time was when social media first started. Like it wasn't first starting, but it was like when I realized that social media could let you do the same shit that I'm here to do without being here. Yeah. You know what I mean? I could be anywhere in the world and do this shit. Where LA was just like a base, but I didn't need to be there. Right. So it was a good experience. I loved it, and I wouldn't change it for the world. But we back now. I don't need to be there. Yeah. But it's all love. I love LA. I love the people of LA, but it ain't me to live there. Yeah. No, I hear that. Yeah. How about you though? You in like a kind of similar situation?
Yeah. Well, so I can relate to a lot of things, like with the like hanging out with like, you know, celebrities or being in those parties type of shit. So before I was in LA, and I'll talk about my experience in Miami like afterwards.
Oh, you was in Miami too?
I was in Miami. I was in Miami before LA, but even before Miami, right? Like I was like, you know, in a space where I was already creating music out here in the DMV. Yeah. And you know, being in this area, you're not surrounded by too many creatives, right? And I remember like there was this opportunity that one of my homies put me onto. It was kind of like, it was this industry showcase. It's kind of like an American Idol type of thing where like you audition, you like perform your music for these like, you know, music execs, like A&Rs, like industry, like platinum producers and shit like that. And I flew out to LA. I took on that opportunity. And during that trip, before I even like did the showcase, like, you know, I had friends there. Like that was my first time experiencing LA as an adult. I'd been there as a kid, but you know, like when you like, you know, above 21, like, you know, you actually get to do this shit, you know, legal, you know, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, so I had a blast my first trip, right? And I did this industry showcase, and I was really nervous, bro. Like, you know, I'm performing my music for like these, you know, Atlantic Records A&Rs and like shit like that. These platinum like producers, like all these like, you know, boss motherfuckers in LA. And I was nervous as fuck, bro. I remember before it was my turn to go up, like you can hear the person who performs before you, and I heard the dude before me. And I was hella nervous, right? I was like, all right, like he's good, but like
I'm better.
He's not better than me. Yeah. And I was so close, bro. I'm not even capping. I was so close to just walking out and going home, bro. I was like, no, fuck it, this ain't for me. But I did it. I was like, you know, fuck it. I'm gonna just give it my all. Bro, they loved me. I'm not even trying to exaggerate it. Like I was like really like psyched with like the feedback I was getting. And like, you know, it's like, to simplify it, it's like, you know, a panel of like, you know, judges basically who are critiquing you off your, I performed like 5 or 6 songs I did, right? And they were fucking with me. The production team, shout out the Track Burners, Platinum production team, produced for Future, Big Sean. They were fucking with me. They were like, bro, let's work. Like, you know, let's get you some beats. They were showing me love. But the A&Rs, like, you know, the bigger dogs, like, you know, the agency people and like the label people, they weren't really like sold on me yet. So what they did was like, they give you notes, like they write down notes for you. They give you feedback. And, you know, I took the feedback. Like I had a good time. Rest of the time there, I was really liking the LA culture at the time. Went back home and, you know, I read those notes. Like they gave me these notes, right? And I read them and I made like 3 or 4 new songs, like kind of based around their notes. I go back like 3-4 months later for the next showcase that they do. I come back like, you know, an improved artist. And at that showcase, and I wasn't living in LA at the time. This is just me like, you know, flying in. When I went there, bro, this, the CEO for this agency, Entourage Management, he really like, he fucked with like my improvement, how I was able to take criticism. And they gave me a 1-year management deal to work with them, with Entourage Management. So I moved out to LA for that purpose, to work with Entourage. And it was cool, man. Like they gave me like, there was a lot of perks with it. Like I got like unlimited studio time. I got to throw events at their HQ. Like I was just able, like they were like representing me as an artist, as like an agent, as a music agency. Mm-hmm. And I was able to do all these like cool things. And the problem though was, I feel like they had so many artists that I was like kind of low on their list of like priority. You know what I mean? Like they would help me out. Like I'll get studio time. They do these little things for me, but they weren't really like, I don't know. Yeah. Like I could say all these things. I don't want to talk down on anybody. I just felt like I wasn't really like, you know, like they weren't really seeing me for the real artist I was. Yeah. But I still stuck it out. I was on the roster. I was on the roster, bro.
You like 12 man on the bench, but like you on the team.
Yeah. I was about to say maybe like 11th man, like 10th man.
You on the team,
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was on a team. I was on a team.
Yeah. You want more PT though.
But it was cool though, because I was able to throw events. Like I threw a concert out there with my boy G-Lo. Shout out G-Lo. I was able to do all these cool things out there, but when COVID happened, bro, I'm just gonna like fast forward to it. Like, you know, right now for a month, building like momentum, like doing these shows, making new like, you know, followers. That's another thing. When you move to a new city from your hometown, it's like a start over. You know what I mean? You have to like make new followers.
You gotta make like, new everything.
Like if you're doing a show in a new city you move to, bro, like you gotta get new like people to pull up.
It's like new friends you're making for real. You got your old friends, but you gotta make new friends to like to even. Yeah, get supporters. No.
So I was down for the challenge and I made it work. Like, you know, at first, like, you know, when you visit LA as opposed to living in LA, it's so different. Like when I visited those like 2 times, like for those showcases, I was like, yo, this place is so sick. And then when I started living there and like, you know, I have to reset, it's like, damn, like, and then the people are different too. You know, people are Hollywood, as they say, right? And they are, but you know, it was going good though. I got like, I had a good thing going. Me and my boy, we were throwing these events at Entourage, and what sucked was when COVID hit, the whole operation flopped, bro. Like You know, a lot of people don't really grow up in LA. The people that are like making music out there, like a good amount of them are like, you know, from different areas.
Yeah, the transplants.
A lot of the, exactly, transplants. A lot of the people who are with the agency, bro, they all went home. I went home. I was one of the, I mean, I went home because everyone else was going home. Like no one's going to like, you know, HQ or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So like I went back and I realized like, yo, like maybe the independent route is the way. Cause you know, with Entourage, like they gave me a one-on-one meeting with, an A&R for Atlantic. And I actually want to talk about this really quickly. So, and this is a crazy story, bro. So I'm not gonna say his name, but I get this meeting with this A&R with Atlantic Records. And, you know, like, it's one of those things where like, there's other artists there, like showing him his music and he's just like, you know, whatever. So I go in this meeting, I play him like off jump. Like I could tell he's not really feeling my energy. He sees a brown boy, you know what I mean? Pull up and, you know, I just tell him my artist name. And I play him my songs. First song I play for him, he's like, "That's you rapping?" I was like, "Yeah, it's me." And then like I start singing in the song. He's like, "That's you singing?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's me." And this dude, I could tell he's fucking with me. He's like, "Oh shit, I didn't expect this." And I play him like, you know, like 3-4 songs. And after the meeting, first question he asks me, he's like, "How would you feel about writing for other artists?" And I'm like, "I'm down." And he's like, "I could see that first song being written for A Boogie with the Hoodie. How would you feel about like, you know, giving that song to him?" And at the time,
you down with that? You fuck with that kind of shit?
In that moment, I was down for it because you know it's like it's a way in.
It is.
I was like, I'm down. And this dude, right, this A&R, he's like, "Bet, like, why don't we do this? I'm about to fly to Europe. Why don't I give me your phone number, give me your contact info. When I come back in 2 weeks, I want you to come to the HQ and I want you to write some hooks for us." You know, for these artists. And I'm just like, all right, bet. So this dude makes me text him. Like, he's like, make sure like it goes through. Like he's making sure like he has my contact info, right? And, you know, I'm keeping it cool. When I walk out the meeting, I'm like, sice. I'm like, all right, let's fucking go. And bro, I'm like waiting each day. I'm like checking off my calendar. I'm like, all right, like he said 2 weeks. So I'm like, literally like when it's 2 weeks, I hit him up. Man's ghosts me, bro.
He ghosts me,
bro. And I couldn't, but you know what? I couldn't make
it coming for real.
but it was, I could tell it was genuine, like the meeting at least. Cause like,
time,
you know, for him to ask if that's me rapping, for him to ask like that's, I could tell he was surprised, but as an A&R, right? You're going to be getting all these songs sent to you. You're going to be like, you know, dealing with all this shit. So that's like one example of like some BS I dealt with like in Hollywood. Like the HQ was literally in Hollywood. So it's funny, but I mean, it's no bad blood. Like I get it. Like, you know, it's just like that. It's one of those things where if you send an A&R a song at the right time when they're looking for it, like, you know, they're going to ask you to hop on it, but that should happen. But moving forward, you know, COVID happened. Everyone kind of went home. The whole operation with Entourage fell apart. My 1 year was also expiring. They wanted to renew me for another year, but I was like, why would I renew another year if like no one's coming to, like, what's the point of that? You know, I like throwing these events here. I like having these concerts here. I like being able to pull up the studio and having this like endless time here, like getting content, whatever. So that's how it fell apart. But that was basically my time in LA was with like this, you know, music agency, and then kind of fell apart and then came back here. But LA was clearly a journey for both of us. You mentioned to me you were also grinding in India, or India should we talk about like my Miami experience before?
It's up to you. Whatever. I mean,
sure. It'll probably make sense. Yeah, I should probably tell you a little backstory.
You went to Miami after or before?
I was in Miami before LA. So basically, what happened was like I said, we're both from the DMV. I was like out here in the DMV right when I started, and you know, I just wanted to change the scenery, like you said, you know. And I was in Miami for like, you know, I wasn't there for too long. It was like 4 months type shit. If I never got that opportunity with Entourage, I would have just been in Miami, I think, in that time. But I was in Miami and I was doing some concerts over there. I was doing open mics, and then it turned into like concerts. And basically, yeah, like what brought me out to Miami was like it's East Coast. I wanted to make music, like, you know, in my area. And while I was there, bro, I met a lot of like, you know, so there's this one artist. I want to shout out YD the Best, by the way. He's a dope ass artist. He's working with Antonio Brown. Like, I don't know if you've seen Antonio
Brown making music. Yeah, I've seen some of this.
So he engineered, or he started engineering AB. Like I feel like he I don't know if this is facts, but it seems like he got AB right with the vocals at first. Like seriously, like
on the vocals,
I just randomly seen them working together. But you know, I did a show, and this dude that like, you know, caught the video for my Miami concert, he was telling me, yo, do footage for this guy that runs a studio in Miami. So he introduced me to this guy, mad cool, good music. We got a song coming out actually soon. But that guy, like, much respect for him. I always knew he was going to like do something big, and then he gets this thing with AB. But basically, man, yeah, I was in Miami before LA. I wanted to just get out of here, get out of the DMV. Yeah. And I start, you know, trying to integrate myself in that community. And in a way, I feel like I should have stayed there to, like, you know, keep growing independently. But then I went to LA on some, you know, just trying to chase, like, you know, some record deal shit. And I was never fiending for it, but it was one of those, because I'm not going to sign a record deal if the terms ain't right. If the terms ain't right, like, no one should sign a record deal. You need
entertainment lawyers and all that shit to check that shit.
But the plan was to, like, go the independent route, grow in Miami and keep it East Coast. But I got the Entourage thing. So the Miami thing was, like, short. You know, like I said, it was a few months. I networked with a lot of artists. I was doing shows, open mics, and that was just kind of like the startup, like, outside of LA. But what about you? You mentioned, like, India. I think you were there with Rohit too, right?
I was there for like 3 months, right before COVID, like November 2019 to January 2020. End of January 2020. So it was almost 3 months we was out there. But that kind of came up kind of randomly for real. So we was in LA first before that. And I started to do, so that's when I was in LA, like around that time is when, like, they came out with like IGTV or like the algorithm changed. Algorithm changed at some point. So I started putting out content like tabla shit, like rapping and tabla, or like I started it then, and that shit started to like gain traction in like other countries and shit. Like India started to see the shit. I hit my first 10K followers when I was in LA in like 2019, and somebody found like it did some work in India where this dude who was one of the producers on the show called MTV Hustle, which is an MTV India show, which is the first rapping like American Idol, but India version, like the Indian Idol for rapping.
Okay.
In India, called MTV Hustle. So he's seen the shit, went through like the whole catalog, and he was like, he reached out to me on Instagram, and he was like, I'm a producer on this show. My name is so and so. I looked him up too, and he was a fucking producer. I was like, oh, that's dope. But he was like, I like what you do. Can you come to Mumbai and do like a tryout for this fucking show that we got going on? I think you'll be perfect for it. I think you're like, you got the vibe to be able to like come on the show and do something. And right. I was like, I mean, that's dope, but I'm in fucking LA. You tell me to come to Mumbai.
Yeah, I'll fly you out real quick.
Yeah. And he was like, it's mostly like that's what I was saying. And there were like conversation about that, and he was not like saying but he was like, we could work something out. But he was like, do you make music in Hindi, because this is India and Mumbai, and it's like you could do English, but we like
they want Hindi mostly.
They want some Hindi as well. And I had never done any music other than English at this point, 2019, right? And I was on a phone call with this man, on WhatsApp phone call, talking to this dude, and it's like one of them things where you're in an interview and you just say you could do some shit when you can't even do it. You figure it out later. So I was like, I make music in Hindi. I just I haven't released anything, but like I got some shit in Hindi. Like I know Hindi. And he was like, that's awesome. Can you send me some Hindi records that you got, and I'll pass it along, and we'll get it going. And I was like, all right, bet. Hung up the phone, and Rohit he's living with me, and I'm talking to him about the shit, and I'm just like, fuck. I just told him about to make I got these Hindi records, and I don't know no Hindi. I don't even speak Hindi like that. Like I know a little bit.
So hit me up. I got you.
Making music in Hindi is a whole different story, right? So then me and Rohit, we talk about this shit. We're like, all right, we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna construct some Hindi songs and send it to him.
Yeah.
So that's when like the next week or two started making like a compilation of like using fucking Google
Did
Translate.
y'all get a songwriter? Y'all get a song?
Fuck no. We used Google Translate, and I was using like rhyming dictionaries in Hindi. I was doing work, putting in work to fucking like put a song together in Hindi, fully in Hindi.
Yeah.
And I made multiple songs in Hindi, rap songs and like songs melodically, and they're released right now. You can find all of them shits. Like we got like Unse Baat Karo, Sinhasan, Bhumigat Pradhan. We got multiple songs in Hindi. I don't even speak Hindi fluently.
That's
and
wild.
We made songs in Hindi and sent it to them, and they was fucking with it. But the only problem with that was like, we are not based in India.
Yeah.
Right. So with that, we started like pushing the shit, and then like putting in like ads and shit to like run the shit in India, and shit started popping off in India out of nowhere, because there were like some of these songs like we would just drop them, and then like put out a video and the shit would like do well in India. It would get like 50, 100K views in India. People like fucking with the shit randomly. It's like American guys, but they're like, yo, their flow is good. They're saying some dumbass shit, but they're saying some Hindi shit. Like it was like support and hate at the same time.
Yeah.
So we were just decided, we were like, yo, we got some connects in India. Like I got fam in India who's like so I'm from South India, in the South Indian like film industry. I got some fam involved in that shit. Rohit got some family who's involved in the South, like the Telugu like music scene and the film scene. So we just hit up some people and we're like, this is what we're trying, like we already been trying to do this. Like, can we make some shit happen? And they're like, yeah, come through, we'll make it happen. So we were just like, all right, we're gonna go to India and then like see what happens. We went to India, had these connects. We did like hella shows like around like different clubs. Yeah. Like I have uncles who own clubs in Bangalore.
Hell yeah.
So like my from some family members who own some venues and shit, and they would just have us like come perform. And we did like hella shows in a bunch of cities like Bangalore, Jaipur, fucking Hyderabad, Mumbai. We did like shows all over these places, and we were shooting videos and just like meeting with people through like connects that we had. So we were just out there kind of just like chilling with fam, meeting fam. And hanging out like we would necessarily when we go to India normally, right? But on the side, we like doing all this shit. I brought the studio with me, like a home studio in my luggage. So we had the studio set up in whatever spot we were. We had to wait till all them beep beeps and them dogs would start barking and then we could go in and shit. But yeah, it was just like the same kind of vibe we had in LA, but here we had like more connects.
Yeah.
That we was in studios with like fucking filmmakers, like literally people who work in these industries that are like, can you make a song for us? Like my mother tongue is Kannada. It's a South Indian language, right? So in that film industry, my uncle is the accountant for like one of the biggest music directors in the industry. So I had a meeting with him. I went into the studio and I made like some Kannada records as samples for him to hear. Went in the studio, like played it for him, sang it for him live too, rapped it for him live, and he was like, "Holy shit, you guys are like." This, I'd never even heard of this shit, but like, he was like mind blown. He was like, he's an old head, right? But he was like, this shit is crazy. Like, this is like the new shit. This is the new shit. This is what we need. Can you make some songs? Made some songs and we sent it out. We blasted out to everybody, and people were in the industry were like really vibing with the shit. Like, as in like, this is the new generation because this rap is coming up in India now. It's just, it was just starting at that point. Yeah. Rap was like a new phase for India.
No, I've seen
India.
that. Yeah.
And now there's like rappers going crazy in India, rapping in Hindi and shit, rapping in Kannada, rapping in Telugu, rapping in Punjabi. They're rapping in everything. That's crazy now.
For sure.
But in like 2018, 2019 is when it first started building.
Yeah, it wasn't really hitting
first
the market
started building.
like that.
Like guys like Divine, shout out Divine if you heard of him. Way Buntai. These guys are going crazy now in Hindi. But yeah, so that was like the wave was starting, and we were trying to like hop on the wave because we could do this, and we might need some people to help us with like grammar and shit. But I can make a song, I can build a song, in any language.
Well, melodies are universal, right?
Yeah.
So like, you know, in any language, like as long as your melody game is strong, like you can make it work.
The
like,
melody
whatever
and the
language
cadence
you do
and
it
flow,
in.
it's all that's I already have that.
Yeah.
So it's now putting words to it.
Right.
Even the flow, like I could do I can say whatever, but now I gotta put words to it.
Yeah, no, that's just worldwide.
Yeah. So it was really just like figuring out these languages and using Google Translate or using like somebody who can translate for me, somebody to help me with the like pronounce the shit right, diction and fucking like sentence structure and shit to create these bars. But we made a whole album in Hindi. Multiple songs in Kannada, multiple songs in Telugu that we had ready. And when we left from India, we came back in like January of 2020. And we were going to go back in April 2020 to continue with the shit. Like we had shit lined up with people who were like, yeah, we have like openings for songs in this movie that we feel like we want like a song, like something that you guys have. Can you like create a song for this? We worked with like this production company that was like doing shit with fucking worked with Shah Rukh Khan's fucking Red Chilies and shit. Like we was working with all these motherfuckers in 2019, 2020 in the music, in like the film industry, where they're like, we want to use your songs in the shit if you can make a song.
Do they use them for these movies?
That's the thing. So this was like 2020, right? Then what happened with you in LA happened with us for India. When we were like we'll be back in April and we'll be back in the studio. We'll link up with you when we come back. We'll be back in like 3-4 months. Yeah. That was the plan. We were gonna be back. And then COVID happened.
yeah, man. COVID. I feel like COVID because like you said, like COVID, bro. Like when I was in LA, bro, like I really like when I got there compared to when I left there, bro. Like I felt like I had some really good momentum going, bro. Yeah. And it's crazy because I feel like COVID fucked up everyone's build up Hey man, it's life. And I think the best way you can go about it is just to like figure out what's next, like as soon as you can. And rather than like, you know, staying down on the lows, like you just like, you got to come up with like the highs, you know?
No, 100%. You can't stay down on the shit.
Yeah, you just got to keep moving
momentum
no matter
come and
what.
go, bro. You could build some new momentum.
Yeah.
You could keep that same momentum, but if it dies down, COVID fucked up for a lot of people.
Hey, yo, speaking of momentum, why don't we talk about the lack of momentum these brown boys got with these shorties, bro? Like, cause, hey, man. Hey, yo, first of all, y'all, the ladies. Shout out all the amazing ladies that have sent all these screenshots of all these weird motherfuckers crowding their DMs with some nonsense,
these boys is
dog.
fucked up in your DMs, bro.
Nah, like.
These boys are fucking up in y'all DMs.
We got so many more DMs for y'all
bro.
today. Like, it's crazy because y'all really enjoyed the last segment. And I think we're just going to keep doing this. So please, like, keep sending us the DMs.
This is going to be like a staple.
We're going to take it another level today. We got a lot of screenshots. Should we start going through these?
Let's go through them. Yeah. You started off.
Start them off.
I want to pull it up too, just so I can read as you say it.
Okay.
It's on the screen right here. Y'all can follow along with us.
The first one we're going to start with is a screenshot from a dating app.
Oh my God.
All right, so this one's like short and sweet to the point. It seems like this person just kind of like commented on a picture of someone's.
It's Hinge, right? It looked like Hinge.
Is it Hinge? It's Hinge?
I think it's Hinge, yeah.
I'm not really on Hinge like that, you know. I'm not
either, but I know how it should look.
A dating apps, but all right, so this might be Hinge. So let's, all right, so yeah, this is like a comment on a picture. So this is what they said. They commented on a girl's picture. This is
bleep, bleep, bleep.
this motherfucker, bro.
Oh, got him.
All right, he said, would you be down to cuddle tonight? Smiley face. Just recovered from a layoff, but got a new job starting from Monday. Smiley face again.
This motherfucker just got fired. Yo, motherfucker try to get laid. He just got laid off instead.
wait, hold up. Why he do two smiley faces? Like, well,
he put two smiley faces.
You see that? And then not even the emoji. It's not even the emoji, dog. It's not the emoji. It's literally just like the semicolon, like a closing parentheses. That's crazy.
Get your mans. But
hey, man.
I think what's weird with that is like, why is the first thing you tell Shorty is that your ass just got fired?
Yeah, bro. Like that's
you
weird.
I mean, you got laid off. He said something. He got a new job coming. Just say that part. Why you gotta say you just got fired? What's that going? You want some sympathy?
You don't even know this girl. You're asking her to cuddle you. Like, it's not her problem. You got laid off, bro. You don't even know this girl. If this was like your girlfriend, that's different. But if this is a stranger, like, dog, like, you got chill.
Wildin' boy, that bitch ain't fucking with you. She ain't gonna help you with your sorrows of getting laid off, bro. You ain't getting laid. You about to just start your new job, single as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder how many girls he sent this to the same night. Like, this had to have been copy and pasted. Like, he was probably just going, like, any brown girl he saw, copied, paste, bro. Like, he just
it's not the way to go,
bro. The laid off Riz does not work. I'm sorry. That's like really unattractive, I think.
Fucking
right? Like,
jizz, bro.
If a girl told me she just got laid off, I'd be like,
I mean, he's doing it. It seemed like for like
work on you till you're ready. Like,
yeah, he like trying to get some sympathy or some shit. But I mean, that's the first thing you're gonna say to her. Yeah, you're recovering from a layoff, bro. She ain't trying to you a low value motherfucker saying that shit. These bitches ain't fucking with you.
Nah, that's crazy. All right, let's go to the next one.
Yeah, he wildin'. All right, let me pull one up right here.
We got a lot of screenshots for y'all today. Yeah, like, all right. And keep sending them, like I said.
All right, we got one right here.
All right, what does it say?
So this is the girl. This is the girl talking to the dude. They're having a conversation, really. They're talking about languages, it seems like. So it's like 7 languages. Wow, I only know like 5. This is what the girl talking, right? And the 5 don't even count because I never spoken to anyone in blank. Completely forgotten what I learned. And the dude goes, haha, what do you speak? Girl goes, well, I'm from India, so English, Hindi, and 2 other Indian languages. I learned Punjabi, but it's been 3 years now. So I don't remember much, though I still understand bits and pieces. What language do you speak? Any pictures of you?
Wait.
What the fuck?
Wait, what if he wanted the pictures just to see if, like, you know, she could speak those languages?
If she's actually Indian?
Yeah.
If she's actually Indian?
No, I'm playing.
Oh, she's catfishing?
No, that was 100% some creep shit.
Bro, Shorty asked you what language
shit.
do you speak. Y'all had a whole conversation ago. She responded to you pretty well, like multiple times. What language do you speak?
She literally asked him a question, and he
He responded with a question.
with a creepy question.
Any pictures of you? Smiley face at that. He added, yo, what's up with these brown boys and the
guys,
smiley
send
face?
the emoji. Don't do it. Like that's just a little like 2006. Like that's like AIM shit. Like chill with that. Like that's.
Oh my god! Any pictures of you? Nah, he fucked it up completely because clearly she didn't respond after this. That's where the conversation ended. Like you could have answered the question.
I mean, he got screenshotted like after that. Like
He got screenshotted. Hey, that's an L.
So what do you say about a person that like they're pretending like they're engaging in a conversation and then they throw a curveball? Let me see what you look like. Like, what do you think about like a person like that does that?
That shit weird because like you answer the question with a question completely different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he didn't answer the question at all, and he completely like flipped the shit to like something creepy when you were having a normal conversation at first. It seemed like.
All right.
If you read this shit, it was pretty normal, right? Up until that point, it's like, bruh, now you fucked it up.
All right, let's unfilter this. He said any pictures of you. Basically, he's saying, yeah, don't really care what you're saying. Let me see what you look like if I can fuck you. Like he basically wants to know if he would like to fuck her or not.
This is on what? This is on a dating app.
Is this decision? Oh yeah,
This is on a dating app. You know how she looked like.
Yeah,
you know how she looked like. She got all her pictures right there. What kind of any pictures of you asking? Go through her profile. He wants some exclusives. He wants some.
Yeah, what is this? I can't even tell what this is.
I don't know which app this is, but this is a dating app. You can tell it's a dating app, and his pictures is blurred out right there. So like she has pictures of
you never. Hey boys, you never ask for a girl's picture. I'm sorry, like unless the pictures are included. Or if you've already done your thing. Oh, when you say pictures, like
I think he's asking for nudes for real. That's what it seems like.
Nudes or was he asking?
That's what I'm getting from it. I think he's asking for nudes because her pictures are already there because it's a dating app. She got like 5 pictures up there already. He already know how she looks. It's not a bot.
If it's a dating app, that's mad whack. If you have to ask for more pictures, bro, like you're a loser. I'm sorry.
It's definitely a dating app. Yeah, he on some bullshit.
Yeah,
so.
nah.
That's an L right there.
Next.
That's an
all right.
L.
All right, shall I read this next one?
Yeah, read out. What you got?
All right, this is a short one. All right. You know this song? You know the song that they sent?
Which one?
The Fitterby
Delay Hindustan. Fuck it. What the fuck he sent that song for?
So he sends that first, right?
That movie kind of strange for real. The Shara Juhi Chawla movie. It's alright, but like that's a random ass song to send.
So it seems like much later he said after the link, after the song, dude's trying to riz with the link, and then he's like, "Did I turn you into a lesbian? It wouldn't be the first time I convinced a woman she's not attracted to men. LOL."
Sheesh.
She responds, "No, just very much not attracted to you. LOL."
God damn.
Then he just hits her with the emojis,
she came for that ass,
and the crying emoji. All right,
first of all, what's he trying to say? Like, this is not the first time I turned somebody lesbian. So like,
this dude thought he was Drake on some girls want girls. Like,
nah, yeah, is that what he's saying? What I got from it is like, your ass so whack that like your ex girl was like, I'm not done dealing with men, dealing with your ass. So I'm about to start fucking bitches instead. Hey,
what'd you just say?
I said his last girl dealt with him and was like, I'm done dealing with men. I'm gonna start fucking with bitches.
That's what I was about to say. I just want to make sure you
like,
said
you're
that.
Bad as a man.
Like,
that your girl is like, I'm done with all men because of your ass.
Yeah. Imagine turning a very straight female into a lesbian because you just like ruined it. You ruined her experience. I feel like
they probably got like some lesbian tendencies to start off. You just turn them off to men. They're bi-curious, and then you turn them off to the men.
He confirmed her curiosity basically.
Yeah. Yep.
But she's not even lesbian.
Bro,
like
the
fact that he even like made it,
bro?
he made it that type of issue. He made it like a LGBTQ issue. Like, why you gotta go there? Even
this shit
like,
hurts me to read. I'm like, what are y'all doing? What y'all on right now? What y'all on?
That's a huge assumption, fam. I'm not gonna lie, that's a big assumption.
And then she shat on this motherfucker right after, like, nah, you just not attractive. And he responded to that. He said some emojis, like he crying and shit, like, yeah, cry your ass to bed, you ugly ass motherfucker. Get out of here.
Hey, bro, if I got any advice for you, why don't you listen to Girls Want Girls Before You Go to Sleep Every Night by Drake? Not a bad song. Not a bad song.
That was a good race song for real. Drake and Lil Baby. That's a good song. I fuck with that shit.
All right, you got the next one?
Oh, shit, they wildin'. Okay, what we got here? Yo, follow along on this one, because this one is trippy. It makes
this is the one after the pictures one, right? Yeah. All right, let's go.
You ever just take a cold shower in the dark on all fours and groan pleasurably like you're a wet rhino on the African savannah during the first rain in years? That's the first message the dude sends to the girl. What the fuck is he talking about? And the girl responds, "Are you okay?"
What?
I feel her for real. And then dude responds again, "Sorry, my phone got hacked." All right. And the girl goes, "Yeah, sure." And then the dude,
Bro, wait, finish it. Finish it.
this motherfucker goes, "Blow vape up my ass and call me your meme daddy." Next message. "Sorry, those dang hackers are at it again." Yo, this motherfucker gotta be trolling.
Yo, all right.
He gotta be trolling at this point. There's no fucking way.
I was just gonna say, well, let me point this out. Why would a dude screenshot his own message? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was definitely kind of fucking with her.
Yeah, he definitely. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, this is all blue.
You know what I mean?
Trolling.
So he's sending this message. What's
He's
it called?
trolling.
I was about
trolling.
to say, bro. Like, all right, so
He trolling.
why would he send a screenshot of his own message? Second of all, this seems like one of those situations where, like, you know, like when
I
you're
think
just
he's trolling.
he's trolling, I think, because it's one of those situations where, like, you're hanging out with, like, you know, like 3 or 4 friends. You know what I mean? You're just like, you ever, like, you know, been with your homeboys, you're texting a girl, and you're just like, kind of like, just like you send a message,
Yeah,
but you're showing all them, and all you
it's
are
probably
laughing.
sending
Like,
the homies. For
it's
real.
probably one of those like group
Yeah.
troll things.
That's
but,
a wild
but
ass
still,
shit,
like,
though.
bro, like, this isn't gonna help your case. Like, if you want this girl, like, it's
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
gonna work.
No, she was like, "Are you okay?" And yeah, sure. It's like 2 bad responses you got because she think you off your rocker for real. You
Yeah, bro,
tripping.
it's the fucking screenshot
This
of
is
your
for the
own
geeks.
message for me.
This one
Yeah,
is just
yeah.
for the geeks for real. Because
Yeah,
I feel like it's a troll.
I don't think
but
this dude was really. Yeah.
That's-
This next one. Hey there. I know it may sound weird to you, but it is true actually. I'm from 3 years to the future where we have been together, and now I have traveled through the time to resolve an argument that we will be having. She did not respond. This is on July 30th at 8:42 a.m. Then on
It was like
August
July
2nd,
30th was like
this is many days
4
later.
days ago. A few days ago or something.
He responds again days later. Anyways, I do have a message for you from the future. You need to stop. All right. Well, what
She-
even is this?
She didn't respond to him?
Yeah, but like
He tried to pull some shit like out from the future.
what is this though? Like, what do you mean? Like,
He
you need
think
to
he
stop?
fucking,
Like,
I don't know. He thinking Back to the Future. He fucking, well, what's that motherfucking name from Back to the Future? He got them fucking Air Mags on. What's that motherfucking name? I forget, but like, he think he that.
nah, bro.
Yeah, he Marty McFly out this motherfucker.
Nah. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, shit.
This dude might have seen too many movies, and
He think he Marty McFly. No.
this is some
Nah, he went Marty
immaturity
McDowell.
shit, bro.
He-
This
he
is
done.
low key immature. Like,
Killed
what do
his
you
ass.
like?
No, this is.
I would have
crazy.
sent that second. I wouldn't have even sent these messages, but like that second message
But
would have only
the
made
thing
sense
about
if
it-
she
the
replied.
thing about this shit is like a lot of these motherfuckers be like saying some wild ass shit and then following it up with some other wild ass shit days later after you already got ghosted the first time for your first wild ass shit. Like, you think a second wild ass shit gonna work? I don't know. I think people have been. I don't know what's going through their mind at this point. They just.
Nah, what's
just
good?
confused, bro.
What is good with like saying you're from the future? Like, what the fuck? Like, what's good with that?
It could
Like,
work.
The
If you-
only person
it
that
could
can
work
do this,
sometimes.
the only person that can do this is Future, like the rapper.
I feel like something like this is a hit or miss type situation, and clearly it was a miss.
Nah,
But following it up again with some other bullshit, it makes it a double miss. Now you bricking on bricks.
Nah,
you
nah,
bricks
nah,
on
nah.
bricks. You're
the only
building houses
way
out
this
here.
is gonna work is if you're like a baller. Like if you're like Drake sending this exact message, it's gonna work if you
I feel
Drake.
like it could work. I feel like it could work.
And not even just Drake, but
I
if
feel like it
you're
works.
some type of like top dog, you could
Nah,
definitely like.
regular motherfucker can make it work. I don't think he.
It just depends on the
get it work.
situation with
Yeah,
the girl.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on the girl, and she didn't respond, and he gonna respond again with some. It's kind of funny though. Like, you should stop. Stop what?
Yeah, like what do you mean you need to stop? Like that's zero game. I give this a 0 out of 10, bro. Like what the fuck is this? Like
I'm not mad at the I'm from the future necessarily because I feel
I'm
like
trying to
that-
zoom
like
in on this
something
picture. Like who
that-
is this dude?
Something
Like,
like that, like it works for different people, different girls. It's not smooth necessarily. I wouldn't say it, but like it works for some
I mean,
people.
you can't really see it, but if you zoom into his picture, bro, he looks like. It seems like he thinks he's in like Harry Potter world or
Fuck
some
that
shit like that. Like
motherfucker.
this dude thinks he's like casting spells. Like I'm not sure it was
Let's,
good. Go next one.
All right. So this looks like it's on Hinge. It's on dating app. It's on dating app. So fucking Akil, bro. Man, you roadkill. You're not Akil. All right. So bleep, bleep, bleep.
A vibe kill.
Yeah. You killed everything. All right. So he commented on the girl's response to something. So she said, "You should not go out with me if you're ugly on the inside." That's what the girl said. So he commented on that and goes, "Okay, great. because I'm only medium ugly on the outside. Laughing emoji. What the fuck? This motherfucker probably ugly as shit to even say that in the first place. You already said you're ugly. Like, you already called yourself ugly. You already started, zoom in on that motherfucker.
Wait,
you can probably see his
zooming in on the, bro, you got a Barbie photo? Like, he in a Barbie booth, like, looking ugly as fuck?
But you already saying, like, I'm only medium ugly. Like, bro, it's like already lack of confidence right there. You're like, you already shat on yourself. That's a bad start.
She didn't
She
respond.
didn't respond to that. So days later, motherfucker responds again and goes, LMAO, your prompt about hometown. I'm from Edison, man. Laughing emoji. It's the most brown town of all time. Come through and I'll take you to a pani puri stall.
Bro, he's like
Edison?
laughing at
From
himself.
Edison? He laughing at
He's
himself.
literally
He
laughing
know
at
he brown as
himself.
fuck. But I'm curious what Shorty said in her prompt about her hometown. But all right, he's from Edison. I used to have family in Edison. That literally is the brownest place I've ever seen in my life in America.
Was she from like Parsippany or some shit?
Well,
Like,
she's not from there, but he is.
no,
That's
he's
what I'm
from
saying.
Edison. Yeah,
He's from Edison. That's what I'm talking about. Edison is like the brownest town in
Yeah,
America.
no, I was just like listing
Yeah,
a
where's
random
she
city in
from?
Jersey,
She's from-
like
Yeah, she was
Parsippany, like Bridgewater, like.
she was probably from San Francisco. She from the Bay. She whatever is brown as fuck. Who knows? But he gonna take her to a pani puri stall. Okay, so he I don't know. He trying to throw something out there, throw something, see what sticks. I guess. All right. No response. Once again, no response.
2 days later.
2 days later. How you about to leave your future husband on red? That's crazy. LOL. Bro, this bitch ain't even respond to you. You talk about future husband talk shit. Oh my God, bro. What you think about this shit? It's just
Bro.
like too many responses and
Nah, dude,
She
it was
ain't
over.
said-
It was over when he called himself medium
she
ugly.
ain't said shit.
Why
Yo,
would you even respond to
the first one you
You're
fucked
ugly.
up.
Yeah, why
Exactly.
would you even like start a
Yeah, I think he fucked
conversation
up with the
from
first
there?
one.
Like,
First place. I'm medium ugly. Where she probably looked at the shit and was like,
is that what they do? They
you
do
hot
prompts.
ugly.
They do prompts on Hinge. Like,
Yeah,
it's like,
they
it's like
got
all
prompts.
these like,
Yeah, they asked
shit.
you
Okay.
prompts. So her prompt was, you should not go out with me if you're ugly on the inside. And he didn't even say nothing about ugly on the inside. He sound ugly on the inside, but he ugly on the outside too. This is an ugly motherfucker
I
altogether.
mean, this is
Ugly as hell.
This is ugly, bro. Like,
Yeah.
what? Like,
he ugly as hell. He already he told Shorty that he's ugly, and she probably already seen the picture. Was like, I know, and didn't respond.
like honestly, bro, there's not even much for
That's
me
why
to
she didn't
say.
respond.
It just seems like, these dudes like make their rounds talking to random girls, like getting swerved, and they kind of like circle back. They circle back. It's like, all
Because
right,
every
like,
couple days, like,
Yeah,
you,
like-
you hope for a response. You double texting, triple texting, quadruple texting.
yeah.
Like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 messages here, back to back to back to back to back to back. That was 6. 5 back to backs, and she ain't responded to a single one. So like, bro, this week,
Bro,
bro,
like seeing how thirsty dudes are towards girls makes me like glad that I don't like pursue women like this. Like it just like I'm just like, bro, like
yeah. I mean, if you
y'all
don't do
are
it like
like-
this, like if she don't respond to the first one, like you could maybe do a second one if you got something to say, but like 5 times, bro.
nah, bro, you shouldn't even be double texting. I don't think you
I'll
should be
go with
double
double text. I'll
texting.
go fuck. I'll double text, but like
You want to be
5
like one of
texts?
these guys? No,
Nah, fuck no. Because I don't even be on this shit like this.
Yeah, no. I feel
I'll
you.
get Shorty number and then talk to her, and then I'll double text when I already have her number. Like I already know the girl.
Yeah. That's
don't-
if
like,
you have
these
if you have
apps-
her number, like, and she gave it to you, then that's
Yeah, these apps, you don't
that's
respond the
different.
first time, then you should dead it, I think. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, these apps are some superficial ass shit anyways. It's
nah,
like,
for sure.
like, how many dudes are talking to her at one time? How many dudes, how many
Yeah.
girls are you trying to talk to? How many times did you use the same line and it got curved? Probably
it's
multiple.
crazy. I mean, this one seemed a little tailored to it, but I don't give a fuck. Like that is just like whatever, bro. You ain't gonna really be doing nothing. Like you ain't a threat. Like
Another L.
yeah, these are.
I
straight
got no
Ls.
advice for this motherfucker neither. It's just like, after you got ghosted like the second time, like, it's whatever, bro.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
whatever, bro. Move on.
Way too many L's. The only thing that's missing is the V. All right, let's get this next one. So, all right, this dude is just sending straight messages. All right, so the first one. All right, first one. How have you been? No response. Right. That's January 29th. Next day, you want to come smoke? Question mark. No response.
So
February
next day-
1st. What are you up to tonight? No response. Next day, want to come watch a movie? No response.
She didn't respond to shit.
Probably another day. The next day, probably. This is kind of blurred
Oh
out.
my God.
You can have my Mercedes. Okay.
Hold on. He said that?
He said you can have my Mercedes on another day. With
Another day.
with the rose emoji,
Motherfucker is
if that makes it
tripping.
any different.
Like she didn't respond at all.
Yeah, no.
And he just threw that out there. You can have a Mercedes.
Maybe days later, he says, "Hey again." I can't see the date because like this shit circled. And then on April 21st, mind you, those first messages, like the first message was on January 29th. The last message, it's my birthday today. Bruh.
It's his birthday or her birthday?
Yeah, he said that. He said it's
so
my
she didn't
birthday
respond the
today.
whole time?
No.
He just sent like a bunch of like back to back.
Nah, but she sent the screenshot.
Want to do this? Want to do that? Want to do this? You can have my Mercedes. This motherfucker give his whole life for this bitch.
Bro, if you don't give a shorty a $40,000 car for some cheeks, like you need more fulfillment in your life, bro. It's really sad. And then on top of that, it's my birthday today. All right, so if it's your birthday,
it's my birthday.
So what happens? Like it's your birthday, you hit up a girl that you know, like. What happens?
He probably said that to everybody. Everybody in his.
What are they supposed to do? Like it's your birthday. It's like
what
the fuck's supposed to happen? It's your birthday.
Wishing and hoping. And he
just because it's your birthday, does that mean they just like do these things? Like what the fuck are you saying,
man,
bro? This is crazy.
Birthday after he had birthday with his family, he in his bed jacking off. He ain't getting no play on his birthday. He probably hit that. Everybody in his Rolodex was like, "It's my birthday," and probably some hit him back was like, "Oh, happy birthday."
All right. Yeah, no, I lost it after that. You can have my Mercedes, bro. Look, that's like what a Mercedes, like a 30K, 40K, 50K. I don't know. These motherfuckers.
He's not serious, but at the same time, I was like, "What bro? He not gonna give her a Mercedes."
You can have his. You're giving her your car.
Nah, he not serious.
So you can just get some cheeks. It's like clearly you just want some cheeks.
He's not serious, but like
it's my birthday. What's supposed to happen? Like it's my birthday today. You think you just gonna just because it's your birthday, she's just gonna like do your thing? Like
that's what he want. That's what he ain't gonna
crazy.
Get. That's what he ain't
nah, sorry, that's just a little triggering, but that's different.
It's triggering.
I don't, that's just weird, bro. Like really, like come on, nah, like that's weird.
Hey, just reading this shit is like y'all be on some different shit for real. These fools be on some different shit. Dudes nowadays, they bold. They like too bold. It's like you're bolder than you should be. It's like you don't give a fuck, which is you would think it's like probably a good thing, but like in this case, nah. You getting blocked and screenshot and getting sent to us.
Yeah.
That's
like,
what you know,
it's come to this,
and we just about to read this shit out and be like, God damn, you fucked up.
I hope you see this one day, my boy. We don't hate you. We just advise you don't do this, bro. Like, don't be giving your girl, bro. A car is worth way more than like 10 girls. He ain't gonna give her a car.
He just trying to flex that he got the fucking Mercedes. That's what he talk about. He like, I got the Benzo, girl.
She probably would have done it if you said like a Rari or like a Lambo. It probably would have. You probably would have.
It's not gonna work anyway. But it's just it was for the flex, 100%. That he like, I got the Benzo. I'll give it to you. Like bitch meaning the dude. I'm calling the dude a bitch.
All right, Joe. So we had a lot of cool things happen this summer with like free agency with sports. You know, sports is about to come back. We got football, basketball coming back.
Football's back.
Really quickly, why don't we talk about chill?
Eagles fly, baby, we back.
Hey, chill. Hey,
revenge season. What you mean?
I'll make you a bet that the Commanders get one win off the Eagles this season.
Bro, I'm about to go to both of them games.
I'll make you a bet we win one of them.
Fuck no.
You want to bet? I'll bet.
How much you betting? You about to go 0-2.
We don't gotta put money on it, but I'll bet you.
Who bet me what? Then?
I'll bet you 3 shots before the podcast. We take it live on the podcast.
Okay.
3 straight shots.
Okay.
That the Commanders win one game.
So we gotta wait till the end of the season. So whatever episode we're at, episode 10 or something.
Whatever, whatever happens.
You sure you want to take 3 shots, bro? It's gonna be a lot.
You might have to take one.
Yeah, I'll take one in solidarity to your ass after you take 3.
Nah, you might have to take those 3 shots. You never know.
Hell no.
I didn't say we're going to win both of them. I said we're going to win one of them.
Hell no. Y'all ain't winning shit.
You might lose the bet, bro.
I ain't going to lose that bet.
Shake on it then.
We back with a vengeance.
3 shots, back to back.
Back with a vengeance. We back with a vengeance this year.
Let's go. All right.
But football back. Basketball is in its stages of free agency.
Yeah. They're kind of finalizing like these deals and shit.
And the fucking the FIBA to the tournament going on right now. So they got some basketball coming up. But
some basketball. They had summer league and shit.
Summer league just ended.
I don't think nothing was crazy. Ago. Really quickly, why don't we make some? Why don't we just skip right over to it? Let's make a Super Bowl prediction.
Super Bowl prediction?
Yeah.
All right.
This year.
Yeah, we're going back. Eagles back in the Super Bowl. We're about to play. I don't think we'll play the Chiefs. I think somebody else gonna come out.
I think it's gonna be the Chiefs.
I say Eagles, Ravens. That's what I want to see. Those are my two. That's my favorite team on each side.
Yeah, we'd love to see that.
That's my favorite team, AFC and NFC. I fuck with the Ravens because Lamar Jackson has held it down for my fantasy team for so many years. I'm about to draft him in every league this year early so nobody can steal him from me. I think you have a good year.
But who else is tough in the NFC?
In the NFC, nobody, bro. The Niners, we bust that ass. the Cowboys. Y'all are the second best team.
Us, the Commanders.
The Commanders are the second best team.
It might just be us.
The Commanders are the second best team behind the Eagles. Who the fuck else, bro? The 49ers. 49ers are good, but they got no quarterback, and we murdered their quarterbacks in the playoffs last year. So
just to be on some different shit. I'm gonna say
Cowboys,
49ers and
49. Cut this podcast off right now.
49ers.
Man, them 41ers, they're whining all
fucking Chiefs. The Chiefs gonna win it. Whoever the Chiefs are gonna beat anybody they play, bro. The Chiefs are probably just gonna win it all. We all know that. We're all kind of scared. You didn't want to say Chiefs because you're low key scared. I know you didn't want to say them because
I would say run it back. I'm down to run him. If it's Eagles Chiefs again, I'm down. But I'm rooting for the Ravens. I fuck with the Ravens.
Yeah, I mean I fuck with the Ravens too. The AFC.
So I'm rocking with the Ravens, and they good. They good.
You don't really know that.
They got future. I mean, not future.
They got
the
pieces
former,
for sure.
The former MVP of the league.
Yeah.
They got one of the best players. He been hurt, but like when he's healthy, that's one of the best players in the league for real.
All right, so we got our football predictions now. Why don't we make our NBA predictions real quick?
For next season?
Just the finals.
Ooh,
or no,
shit.
before we do the finals, they're gonna do that mid-season cup, right? Let's predict who's gonna win that cup really quickly.
It's gonna be somebody. It's gonna be the Kings, bro.
I'm gonna say the Wizards. Jordan Poole mid-season cup MVP, bro.
I'm gonna say the Kings. Fuck it.
I'm gonna say the Wizards.
I think the Kings are gonna be like a surprise, but it's like a random team that I fuck with that can do some damage, right?
Yeah.
You got the Wizards, I got the Kings.
Yeah.
So we got both.
It's
kind
gonna
of
be some
random.
team that's not probably gonna win the finals.
Nah,
You know
because
what
I feel like they're not gonna try as hard for some teams because they don't want to get injured or
exactly.
like shit like that.
Yeah.
But maybe they will try because it's like the first time they ever had like this in-season tournament.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious to see this in-season tournament. It's like it
It's
sounds
good.
weird.
It's good for the league. Yeah.
It sounds weird, but it's like it's cool because it's at a time where nobody's really like paying too much attention to basketball.
Yeah.
It's like middle of football season. It's early basketball season. Maybe in the first quarter of the season. There's 80 games, so like these games don't matter. But if there's a reason, if there's an in-season tournament, you got a what is it? The NBA Cup they call it.
The
NBA Cup.
yeah.
They got that shit on the line. Then maybe it means something more because it's the first ever. And if it goes well, then this will be a thing for the future.
All right.
But if it's trash, what if they just like this is the one season of the cup and they're like, this shit was garbage.
Yeah, I mean, if the Wizards win it and it's only the one season, at least they got that to their name, bro.
It'll be for the future.
They'll try it for a few years.
Yeah,
they'll try that shit.
I think it's good. I kind of fuck with it as to make shit more interesting.
Yeah,
definitely.
All right, so what's your finals prediction?
Finals
for
next
the
year?
NBA?
Golly, okay. Oh shit.
We already got our free agency set up. You know, we already know who's on what team.
Right.
We don't know the trades, but like I'm just saying, like just off jump, like who would you get?
I'll tell you what I want to see. Because I mean, a lot of things can happen. Like NBA season's so fucking long. Like a lot of people get hurt. Trades, in-season trades happen. I'll tell you what I want to see.
Yeah,
I want to see because these are the same way how I said Eagles, Ravens, because those are my two favorite teams from each side. My two favorite teams currently from each side is I want the Lakers out the West and I want the Bucks out the East. That's what I want to see.
I mean, I would love to see the Lakers.
Lakers, Bucks. But do I think it's gonna happen? Probably not.
Yeah.
But I would love to see it.
So like you said,
the Lakers are a good team. They'll make noise, but like we'll see how they gel.
Nah, your prediction is what you want to see, and I actually want to see that too.
Lakers, Bucks.
I would have said that too. So,
Giannis is one of my favorite players. Bro, I love Giannis.
I'm gonna take a different approach.
Giannis, bro.
I would love to see that, but what I realistically see, Nuggets, Bucks.
Ooh. Okay, Nuggets,
and
Bucks.
either team takes that.
Yeah.
I don't know who's gonna take it, but I think the Bucks just got unlucky this year.
Yeah, like Giannis got hurt a couple games, and then Jimmy just went God mode.
And for anyone that's saying the Suns, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all don't watch the Wizards. I love Bradley Beal as a Wizards lifer, but
Suns are nice,
but the Suns are very injury prone. Beal is not that available, as much available as you think.
Neither is KD.
A lot, and neither is KD. That's what I'm saying. The Suns, like, if they're healthy, yes, they can win it, but they're just not durable. And y'all haven't seen Beal play like that because a lot of y'all just like look at the
but they're top heavy.
sheet,
They're on the same shit they were last year. They're just top heavy.
Yeah.
Like you got those three players. You got Ayton who's and then nobody.
Yeah,
like
it's just like four stars and like the rest is just scrubs. So,
and I mean defensively they're not that good. Like KD's as a pretty good defender, I guess, but like everybody else don't play defense that well. Like
KD only getting older, but I will say, hey man, the Nuggets are deadly. I think the Nuggets are here to stay. I don't like the Nuggets personally, but I respect them.
No, the
I don't
Jokic
want
is that
them
guy.
to win. I want Giannis to win, but
I want to see Giannis
the Nuggets
win
will
again.
probably win. So
I think Giannis
I'm go
is
with the Nuggets
in
again.
my eyes.
Sadly,
I'm the biggest LeBron fan you'll see. He is the GOAT. But he's getting to that age. He 30.
Nah, next year's
39.
like do or die. I think
next
if,
year,
if
like,
Bron don't get the ring, then it's over.
They could win a race. It
has to be next
very
season.
possible. We'll see. They need 80. 80 just got paid out this crazy ass contract. He got to step up and be like that guy to complement Bron. They got to make it happen. But if not, in my eyes, outside of LeBron, I think Giannis is next up. I think he's the next go. He already got a chip under his belt. He won the championship at like 26 years old. He's like 27, 28 right now. He's like just hitting his like athletic prime. They say it's like 28 to 32 is when NBA players are like the peak.
At their top.
The peak. He just hit 28.
Yeah.
If even that, he might be 27 for real. But like, when was Bron his best? Miami days. He was 28 to 32. Like, when was Jordan his best? Like second three-peat.
I mean, even like 20, Bron was his best like.
LeBron different.
Year,
LeBron different, but
year,
like
Lakers,
Giannis is a freak too. Look, you look
Cavs.
at him. He's called the Greek freak.
Yeah,
he is a freak of nature. He learns to shoot. They keep saying that, but like he don't even need to fucking learn to shoot. He's still so dominant.
He just gets to the hoop no matter what.
He don't need to do it. Learn to shoot.
So y'all heard it here first. He got Milwaukee and the Lakers. I got Milwaukee and the Nuggets. We got one thing in common.
We got Milwaukee winning the East.
Yeah, I think
Milwaukee is winning the East in 2024.
We're just going to see what happens. But hey, yo, that's a wrap for us. It's the Off Brown Podcast. Brown Boy Beezy,
yes,
your boy
Sambrum. Let's get it.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We're going to see y'all next time. Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
Yes,
subscribe, like, all that shit. We'll see you later.
Yes, sir.